Hi boys and girls, I've got a story for you, so why don't you get all cosy and snuggled. I'm on my sofa and I've got my blanket ready for a story, and today's story is called Guess How Much I Love You. And some of you might have this story at your house. It's a very popular one. It's a really nice story, and when we really like a story, I love to read it lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. So even if you've heard it before, sit back and enjoy. It's about two rabbits, and it's all about how much we love people. I'll read it to you and I'll show you the pictures. It says, little nut brown hare who was going to bed held on tight to big nut brown hare's very long ears. Can you see little nut brown hare, the tiny rabbit, and big nut brown hare, that's the big rabbit. He wanted to be sure that big nut brown hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said big nut brown hare. Can you see how little nut brown hare's talking right into big nut brown hare's ears, isn't he? I think this is the little rabbit and the daddy rabbit. He says, do you know how much I love you? And the big rabbit says, I could never guess that. This much, said little nut brown hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Do you think you could stretch your arms out? How wide can your arms go? That's how much he says, I love you, this much. And you see little nut brown hare, he's stretching his arms out really wide. Big nut brown hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought little nut brown hare. Look, big nut brown hare loves him that much. That's a lot, isn't it? Well, I love you as high as I can reach, said little nut brown hare. How high can you reach? Put your hands above your head and reach as high as you can. Because that is how much little nut brown hare loves his daddy. See how much he's reaching up? I love you as high as I can reach, said big nut brown hare. Oh, he can reach even higher, can't he? Because he's a big rabbit. That is quite high, thought little nut brown hare. I wish I had arms like that. He wants big arms like his daddy, doesn't he? Then little nut brown hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. Can you see him? He's got upside down, he's got his feet on the tree. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. That's a lot, isn't it? All the way to his toes. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said big nut brown hare, swinging him up over his head. Look, and daddy says now he loves him all the way up to his toes, which is even more, isn't it? He's still upside down, but now he's all the way up there and his toes are all the way up there. Big nut brown hare and little nut brown hare really love each other, don't they? I love you as high as I can hop, laughed little nut brown hare. Bouncing up and down, he's hopping all over the place. He says, I love you as high as I can hop. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled big nut brown hare. Whoa, he can hop nearly as high as the tree, can't he? And he hopped so high, his ears touched the branches above. You can see his ears touching the branch. That's good hopping, thought little nut brown hare. I wish I could hop like that. I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried little nut brown hare. Wow, I can see that lane all the way to the river. Can you see it? It goes far, far away. That's a lot of love, isn't it? I love you across the river and over the hills, said big nut brown hare. Oh my goodness, that's even all the way over those hills at the back. That's a lot of love. Oh, that's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think anymore. He'd be yawning, wouldn't he, like that if he was so sleepy and rubby eyes. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes out into the big dark night. It's bedtime, isn't it? Nothing could be further than the sky. Look, I can see the night sky there. Oh, I wonder what Little Nut Brown Hare's thinking. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and he closed his eyes. He's fast asleep. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very, very far. He says to his daddy that he loves him all the way to the moon. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. Oh, he's put him in his bed now. Shh, he's asleep. He leaned over and kissed him goodnight. Mwah. Can you see Big Nut Brown Hare? He's put him in his bed and he's giving him a good night's kiss. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. So Little Nut Brown Hare said he loved his daddy all the way to the moon. But Big Nut Brown Hare says he loves him to the moon and back again. That's even further, isn't it? They love each other so much. Who do you love? Do you love your family that live at your house with you? It's nice, isn't it, to tell each other how much we love each other. And sometimes when we're trying to show someone how much we love them, we're so kind to them and we help them. And I've got a little challenge for you, because I wonder if you can show your big grown-up at home how much you love them by helping them, by doing a little job for them. Maybe you could tidy your toys up and that would show them that you love them and you're helping them. Or maybe you could do some hoovering or do some polishing or some cleaning. Or maybe you could help with your little brother or sister. Or maybe you could put your rubbish in the bin or put your shoes away or tidy something. What could you do to help your big grown-up at home? Because that would show them how much you love them, wouldn't it? Well, I hope you liked my story and I hope you go and do my challenge to show somebody at your house how much you love them. And I'll see you soon.